I'd like Zeke to come on down. Ladies and gentlemen, Ezekiel Elliott. Okay, thank you very much. We are live at John Burroughs. Ezekiel Elliott has had one of the greatest prep careers in the history of our town. 4,000 yards, 100 touchdowns, and in his senior season, he averaged 10 yards per carry. Football fans in the state of Ohio, football fans in the state of Missouri have been waiting for this decision for a long time. So the mic is yours, Ezekiel Elliott.
First, I want to thank God. Nothing is possible without him. Second, I want to thank my parents. They've been the backbone of my life. I wouldn't be the person I am today without them. I mean, they blessed me with athletic skills. My mom was a track athlete in Missouri, and my father was a college football player in Missouri. And they've really instilled a great base of morals into me, and turned me into a pretty good person. I want to thank the media. Thank you guys for coming out here and broadcasting my announcement so that the fans from Ohio State and Missouri can see my choice. Then I also want to thank the coaches that recruited me and the school that recruited me. It's really an honor to be recruited by so many accomplished coaches and so many great programs. And finally, before I make my decision, I want to thank the Burroughs community. The Burroughs community is very special. And as you can see, all these people around here, we're a really close-knit group. And you guys have really shaped the person I am today. We're so diverse and so different. And I'm just really glad you all have been a part of my life. But finally, I'm going to make my decision. It's been a stressful time. It's been about a year since I got my first offer. And it's been tough. It's had its ups and downs. And the thing about recruiting is everyone loves you, everyone wants you. But the hard part is saying no. And I'd like to say that I'll be taking my talents to Columbus to be Ohio State University.
Tell us why Ohio State?
Just the atmosphere of Columbus, Ohio. Everyone in Ohio loves Ohio State football. And I'm ready to do great things with everyone and the rest of the Ohio State football staff. We're ready to join Buckeye Nation.
And is it true that you made the decision this morning, the final decision?
Yes. So this morning, me and my family, we had a family meeting. It was even my little sisters and my parents asked me where I want to go. I told them Ohio State. It was fun. It was a long ride, but I'm glad it's finally decided.
I can tell it's been very emotional. How difficult is it to say no to Missouri?
Well, Missouri has been a part of my life, my whole life. As you see, my family has strong ties to Missouri. Neither of my parents are from Missouri, but when you donate so much time to the university, you grow to love it. And I mean, it's hard because, you know, my dad, you see my dad, my mom are here, they're upset. I mean, that's the university that gave me the degree. I mean, they love it. I mean, it's hard to speak about, but it's just hard to say no to a school that you've been around for so long. And I've always been a Tiger, and I'll always be a Tiger.
Thank you very much, and congratulations.
Thank you.
All right.
My right hand, as you see, is shows Ohio State University. That's Ezekiel Elliott here at Lawrenceville High School. It's close to Ohio State University here with Don Elliott. Probably Don Huff. University is here in Columbia. Excuse me. Watch me. Okay.
Ohio State University.
Zeke. Congratulations. Excited now.
With all the ups and a lot of downs and hard times, you guys, it's a life-changing decision.
Yeah, the Bro students enjoy all this eventually.
I mean, the girls are special people, like I said, everyone here is so close, we got a great turnout today. I love girls.
It'll be a little different playing in front of 300 people in Burroughs and 90,000 or 100,000 in Columbus.
Yeah, this year was great. The season 170,000, which is close to selling out. It's going to be a lot different, but I'm up for the challenge.
I'll go over into his bed. Stacey Elliott.
I want to be able to sit there and see my son wear a Tiger jersey, but I want to thank Coach Pinkham and Coach Ford and the Missouri staff and the university for recruiting my son and showing the love that they showed him. Because the love they showed him is the love they have showed us as a family.
Thank you, Stacey. Good to see you, sir. Appreciate it.
Stacey, how you doing? Could I grab you for a couple of
Yes.
First of all, the last couple of weeks, how tough it's been for you guys, and how glad are you to have it over?
I am very happy to have it over. It's been very tough because if you would have asked me 3 weeks ago, I would have never thought Ezekiel was going to take an official visit to Missouri. Prior to his official visit, he had been out to Missouri at least 5 times to see the pastors. When he told Coach Ford that he would take an official visit was the first time I heard him say that. And I told Coach Ford that Ezekiel's word is always bond. If he said it, he was going to do it. And I was very proud of him because of the pressure I knew that he would get from Ohio State fans. But I never realized the pressure that he had on him. being the son of two tigers.
Right. Obviously the overriding emotion is pride for your son. It was your school that ultimately finished second. Was that a tough dynamic at all or not?
Very tough. Very tough because I told me and Dawn had agreed through this process that we would never be biased towards any program. But I will have to admit there have been many nights that me and Ezekiel had our debates about Missouri. And I had to educate Ezekiel on the great tradition that Missouri has. But ultimately, I knew that it would be his decision, and he would have to live with it, and whatever decision that was, as parents, it's our job to support it.
Right. I appreciate it. Thank you very
sir.
much.
Thanks for coming out.
Hey, Stacy, here it is.
Yeah, this is it.
All right, so tell me, what's your next move as a father of a natural-born champion? What's your next step?
Go back to work and continue to take care of all my children.
Hello?
Because I've stopped everything that I usually do to be with Ezekiel and travel around this country with him to help him make a decision of his life.
So it's sort of like father, like son. I stand here as a former schoolmate, and to see him walk in your shoes, not only walk in your shoes, but make his own steps after he's walking in your shoes. And it's like totally incredible, to see. It's like you and Don all together, the elite of elite athletes. I wanted to say, once again, congratulations for all the hard work that both you and Don do for your kids. And he's just a shining example as to what you all been doing.
Well, thank you, and I have to give all praise to Almighty God and thank him for Dawn. Because without Dawn, there would have been no Ezekiel Elliott. Don't get that twisted. That's the real deal.
That's awesome. I thank you for the opportunity to be here. It was just exciting for me to be able to know that we were going to see your son make a decision. And to see him have both of you all up in the air, it was like, wow. That's it's incredible to find out at the last minute. So what were you thinking when he picked that Ohio State University? What were you thinking? I saw tears coming down your eyes. What were you thinking when he did that?
The history that I made at Missouri was going to end. And that my boys all around the country who's been waiting on this announcement, it's almost like a sense of letdown, but it's his life.
That's right.
And it's not a bad choice.
That's right. Because like I say, you all have made a huge relationship with Ohio State, and I've seen the pictures and the visits that you had on Facebook, and it seems that they have a very supporting staff to make sure that your son is taken care of.
Yes, ma'am.
So whatever decision was made, I knew they were going to be taken care of because you and Don were going to make sure that he was taken care of. Congratulations, too.
What's going on, brother?
How you doing?
Fine, son.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, that was Mr. Stacey Elliott, the former Tiger at the University of Missouri Columbia. We're going to go here to his mom, Miss Dawn Elliott. Hey, Dawn.
Hey.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm good.
All right, we want to give a few minutes to you. We just got through with Stacey over here.
Hold on just a minute, Erica. I'm getting a fax number real quick.
All right, well, we'll be right back with Dawn. We're going to go over here and see what Mr. Elliott is doing right now. We know that his interviews are continuing right now. Excuse me, right behind you. I'm going to chime in a little bit.
Played at the University of Missouri. And, it's heartbreaking. Because I always love the Missouri.
A lot of parents get very involved in the decision. Your dad was pretty clear. We wanted this to be Ezekiel's decision. How important was that your parents let you make this and didn't try to pressure you?
I think my parents did a very good job making sure that they didn't really push any school too much. They weren't all Missouri or all how they all know the name. They wanted what was best for me. And they wanted what I wanted, and whatever I wanted made them happy. And they did a good job just being there as my backbone, as somebody to follow to, someone I can talk to, rather than an advocate for another school.
When did you know for sure?
Well, I thought about it last night. I had one last time thinking about it, and then I told my parents.
All right. Congratulations, man. Thanks a lot.
Hey, we're back. You made your decision. You're at Ohio State University. So when you decided to pick that hat, what was going through your mind?
To be honest, I was really nervous up there. At first I wasn't nervous, then as it got closer and closer to my time to sign, it got really nerve-wracking. My palms sweating. I feel like it's right. So I feel good.
That's good. That's good. And like I said, to see your dad sit there in tears, I was talking to him, and like I said, basically, like you said earlier, to know that you made your decision, even though he was your mom and dad are former Tigers, to see you make your own decisions, he's happy for you, and like I said, to see you do what it takes in order to be the best. Because whether you know it or not, I've been watching you and your mom and dad on Facebook and how they travel with you and supported you to be the best that you are, and the sisters as well, to be the best that you all could be. And if there's something right now that you can say to your mom and dad, what would you say to your mom and dad?
Just thank you for everything. I think especially my mom. My mom has been there through it all. She's taken me to every practice, been there at every game. You always hear in the crowd screaming, yelling, and whistling. And I can't really ask no more from parents. And my dad, he's been there. A lot of kids don't grow up with a father in their life. Mm-hmm. And I came from a very special situation where both of my parents are together and we have a very happy, functional family.
And strong parents too.
Very strong parents. And parents that have been there. Both of them were recruited, and so they had a great advice, and that meant a lot.
That's good. Well, congratulations once again. I look forward to seeing you in your NFL years, because I know it's going to be real, real close. So, congratulations. You're welcome. All right, that was Mr. Ezekiel Elliott right here. He decided to go to Ohio State.
Alright, ready?
I wish I could.
We talk about Burrow all the time. Alright. I'll get you one thing.
I got it. Come here.
I got it.
Turn this way. Turn this way.
What? So I can watch it? Send it to me on your phone. Sure.
All right, once again, we're here with Mr. Ezekiel Elliott down at Jonesboro.
Come on, what's your sister's name?
All right, cool.
You can only smile so many times.
All right. Finally, we're here at Jonesboro High School with Mr. Ezekiel Elliott, his mom and dad, Don and Stacy Elliott, who are former Tigerettes, and he decided to go to Ohio State University. That's the best choice for him because he feels that's the place for him to go. Once again, we're here at Jonesboro. Today is February 6th, 2013, and I hope you enjoyed the signing. This is Eric Brooks, and we are signing out. You have a great evening. Peace out.